The oppressed are allowed once every few years to decide which particular representatives of the oppressing class are to represent and repress them. The last capitalist we hang shall be the one who sold us the rope. Reason has always existed, but not always in a reasonable form. I am nothing but I must be everything. To be radical is to grasp things by the root. Go on, get out. Last words are for fools who haven't said enough. It is not the consciousness of men that determines their being, but, on the contrary, their social being that determines their consciousness. Religion is the impotence of the human mind to deal with occurrences it cannot understand. The proletarians have nothing to loose but their chains. They have a world to win. There is no royal road to science, and only those who do not dread the fatiguing climb of its steep paths have a chance of gaining its luminous summits. Under no pretext should arms and ammunition be surrendered. Any attempt to disarm the workers must be frustrated, by force if necessary. In proportion therefore, as the repulsiveness of the work increases, the wage decreases. Religion is the sigh of the oppressed creature, the heart of a heartless world and the soul of soulless conditions. It is the opium of the people. Communism is the riddle of history solved, and it knows itself to be this solution. The tradition of all dead generations weighs, like a nightmare on the brains of the living. Society does not consist of individuals, but expresses the sum of interrelations, the relations within which these individuals stand. Labor in the white skin can never free itself as long as labor in the black skin is branded. The increase in value of the world of things is directly proportional to the decrease in value of the human world. The ruling ideas of each age have ever been the ideas of its ruling class. The production of too many useful things results in too many useless people. I am a machine condemned to devour books. The education of all children, from the moment that they can get along without a mother's care, shall be in state institutions. The theory of communists may be summed up in the single sentence, abolition of private property. Accumulate, accumulate, this is Moses and the prophets. Necessity is blind until it becomes conscious. Freedom is the consciousness of necessity. The road to hell is paved with good intentions. Money is the alienated essence of man's labor and life, and this alien essence dominates him as he worships it. To be radical is to go to the root of the matter. For man, however, the root is man himself. Moments are the elements of profit. All that is solid melts into air, all that is holy is profaned. And man is at last compelled to face with sober senses his real conditions of life, and his relations with his kind. Social progress can be measured by the social position of the female sex. Merely quantitative differences, beyond a certain point, pass into qualitative changes. As individuals express their life, so they are. Just as man is governed, in religion, by the products of his own brain, so, in capitalist production, he is governed by the products of his own hand. Religion is the sigh of the oppressed creature, the heart of a heartless world, just as it is the spirit of a spiritless situation. It is the opium of the people. Society as a whole is more and more splitting up into two great hostile camps. All science would be superfluous if the outward appearance and the essence of things directly coincided. Philosophers have hitherto only interpreted the world in various ways. The point, however, is to change it. The demand to give up the illusions about its condition is the demand to give up a condition that needs illusions. In history as in nature, decay is the laboratory of life. Ignorance never yet helped anybody. The bourgeois sees in his wife a mere instrument of production. Every opinion based on scientific criticism I welcome. Only in community with others has each individual the means of cultivating his gifts in all directions. Only in the community, therefore, is personal freedom possible. From each according to their ability, to each according to their need. The tradition of past generations weighs like the Alps on the brains of the living. Machinery which is not used is not capital. Sell a man a fish, he eats for a day. Teach a man how to fish, you ruin a wonderful business opportunity. Wages are a direct consequence of estranged labor, and estranged labor is the direct cause of private property. The first requisite for the happiness of the people is the abolition of religion. The history of all hitherto existing society is the history of class struggles. All mysteries which lead theory to mysticism find their rational solution in human practice and in the comprehension of this practice.